Today, I would like to tell you about the 7th round of my lecture, where the title of today is 7 Flames of Telos and concerning the transition of our concepts for the everlasting life. I will continue to speak as I follow the contents of the last week. Here, I will talk about the 7 flames of Telos, and if we want to live forever, it is absolutely necessary to change our mind into the concepts of the everlasting life. The next course of the mind control discipline is to receive the 7-colored energy of the Telos temples, which are situated in the place 1.6 kilometers deep under Mount Shasta of California State of America. If you want to discipline your mind with the method, you have to attain the knowledge concerning the temples of the flames after you read the book Telos 1, 2, 3, which were published in the 은하문명 Company of Korea. And you have to believe the fact that the temples exist in reality. Telos 1, 2, 3. These books, Telos 1, and this Telos 2, and this was Telos 3. It's Telos 1 to 3. This underground city of Telos is the city constructed by the people of Lemuria as they took refuge here when there was a war between Lemuria of the Pacific Sea and the Atlantis of the Atlantic Sea. At that time, the two continents submerged into the sea due to the nuclear war between them 12,000 years ago. This place entered the 5th dimension a long time ago, and so this place, Telos, this place can be called the paradise. Here, there are 7 colored flames, that is the color of blue, yellow, pink, white, green, purple, and violet in 7 temples. Therefore, my mind discipline is to visit these 7 temples. That is, we visit 1 temple each day and receive the energy from it. Let's see about each flame and the person who is in charge of it. There are the 7 shrines in Telos, and these 7 colors coincide with the 7 colors of the rainbow. Now I will see about each flame and the person who is in charge of it. The first flame is blue color, and the master who is in charge of this flame is El Moria. This first flame has the blue color which shines from the great diamond 4 meters and 50 centimeters high. The second flame is the yellow color, and the master Lord Lanto is in charge of it. The height of the flame is nearly 18 meters high, and the height of other flames are almost the same except the first and 6th flames. The third flame is the pink color, and the master of this third flame is Paul Venetian. And the fourth flame is the white color, and the Serapis Bey is in charge of this color. And the 5th flame is the green color, and Master Hilarion is in charge of this flame. There is the great oval jade stone, which is 10 feet long and 6 feet high, and a holy grail is on this jade, and there is the flame in this grail. The 6th flame is the scarlet color, and Master Lady Nada is in charge of this flame. And the 7th flame is the violet color, and Master Saint Germain is in charge of this flame. We visit 1 temple each day, And first of all, we say hello to the Master who is in charge of it, and also to the angels who protect the flame. Then we ask the angels to send us the energy with two arms raised like this in the air, and then receive the energy. When the procedure comes to an end, we have to say goodbye to them, and do not forget to ask them to send us the energy for all the 24 hours. There are not only Telos, but other two places in addition. When we read 삶의 의문에 관한 백문백답, that is 100 questions answered by the masters, page 201. I did not bring it here. Later I will show it to you. We can find the fact that there is a fifth-dimensional ether city at the edge of the so-called 고요바다. 고요바다 means merry or 말해 혹은 merry tranquillities on the surface of the moon, whose name is Viridium. Lots of light workers and star seeds are said to reside there, and if we visit this city, we can meet them, learn a lot of things we want to know, and in addition to it, we can go to any place we want to go with the help of the residents there. We can also experience the infinite love, holy intention, and integrated consciousness. It is said that lots of people of the earth visit this city just as they visit Telos, and it is a matter of course that they visit it in the astral body. The method of visiting this place is to read the following sentences several times with loud voice before we fall into sleep. The sentences are as following. Dear my higher guide, I ask you to help me to visit the city of Viridium in my astral body in order to enhance my spiritual ability as well as to improve the present life during the time of my future life. Just like Viridium and Telos, it is said that there is another city called Poseid, which is situated on the Brazil country. When the Atlantis continent sank into the deep sea about 12,000 years ago, some Atlantis people set up this city. And this city enjoys the high-level fifth-dimensional civilization now. By the way, though lots of people of the earth visit Telos, this Poseid city is not well known to the people of the earth, and only a few of them visit this city, and therefore it seems to be good to visit this city like Viridium or Telos frequently to learn from the masters residing there. Next, let's think of the change or remodeling our concept concerning the everlasting life, which sentences was sent from Papaji and Saint Germain to us. The meditation method introduced here says that if we want to have the immortal body above all, our thought itself of the daily life has to learn of the preoccupied concept that man is mortal, and the thought that man can never die should take the place of the mortality of the human being. For this, I think it important to make our subconsciousness remodeled to be the transcendental face of death. And it would be good to read the following sentences repeatedly and make them to be sucked into our body. The sentences are in the book of New Cells, New Bodies, New Life. In Korean, 천상의 가르침과 대예언. This book, I introduced it just before. Page 164 to 65. I abbreviated the whole contents, and as for me, I make it a rule to read it once a day. In other words, you had better memorize the following sentences or write down on the paper and read as you meditate, or you may as well record these sentences and listen to them as you discipline your mind. I abandoned myself to the thought that man would die inevitably when they were born. And this is the idea when I lived in the third dimensional world in the past. However, I've learned away from this preoccupation now. I live forever without death on this earth in the future. I'll be able to live for 1,000 or 2,000 years as I want to. Even if any death visits me, I'll resurrect at once and live continuously with pleasure and comfort. Now my body is getting young little by little. All of the cells, atoms, and electrons are getting young. My eyes are twinkling again, and all of my intestines are turning vivid. Therefore, I'm changing into a superhuman living infinitely. Now my DNAs are activating, and the two-fold system of my DNAs are turning into the system of 12 DNAs. All of my DNAs will turn into those of light soon. I'm sure that I will be an alien or a man or a woman of light with tremendous ability, and I'll be a man of a new species with a transparent body. Indeed, I'll be. Well, this is what Mrs. Virginia Essence book 천상의 가르침과 대애연, New Cells, New Bodies, and New Life, this book, page 164 to 65 tells to us, which I told you, I told about it just before. And now we have reached the last step of mind control practice. It is the course of the conversation with the pituitary gland. One of the key point theory of this lecture, the transcendental religion, is that not only the living creatures, but these things have consciousness. And one of the representative examples is the redwood consciousness, the level of which is nearly above the consciousness of the human beings, which fact can be seen in the chapter of the explanation of the words in Korean 용어 해설 in this lecture. I'll show it to you later. Recently, some farmers make use of this fact that plants have consciousness and they have some vegetables grow fast, letting them listen to the music of Beethoven or Mozart in the vinyl house. The inner consciousness of the earth, which consists of living creatures and dead things, is known to be the goddess Gaia to us. And the silhouette consciousness of the universe, which is made up of stars and galaxies, is called the God of the universe, as we know well. Therefore, a lot of pieces of viscera or the internal organs of the human beings have consciousness as a matter of course, and the pituitary gland is situated just behind our noses, and it regulates the gland secretion, and therefore it is in charge of a very important function of our body. We sometimes talk with this gland. In the former times, as we have the preoccupied conception that human beings have the doom of the inevitable death, the pituitary gland made the hormone which made humanity die. And now we ask this gland to stop making that sort of hormone, and instead of it, we ask it to make the hormone that can make us vivid, young, and that we can make us that can make us live forever. Then the gland makes and secretes that kind of hormone, as a matter of fact. And it is just appropriate with the theory that all of the living creatures as well as lifeless things have spirits of their own, and they can understand what most of this internal organs says. The next sentences are in the book 천상의 가르침과 대의연, New Cells, New Bodies, New Life, page 167 in this book. And I modified it a little in accordance with the present situation. My beloved pituitary gland, pituitary gland, I understand that you produced the death hormone in the past times, and I am thankful to you. The reason why you produced it was that I had some wrong conception concerning the death phenomenon. I feel quite sincerely that death and getting old are not the phenomenon of reality, and I chose to follow the road to resurrect the young and vitality. I ask you with the mind of love to produce the life hormone instead of the death one continuously in the future. I ask you one more thing, that is, in the procedure of resurrection or remodeling my body, please enlighten other glands to help me with pleasure. When all of the causes contained in the mind control part come to an end, we activate the 7 chakras in our body. In other words, we think that all the 7 chakras give off light and heat. It is said that these 7 chakras can become 13 chakras when a person disciplines his body for some long time. And when his body becomes that of the 5th dimension, when I do meditation, I think as though I had these 13 chakras, and at the time when I activate these chakras or when I make these chakras lighted, I think as though I had 13 chakras. The reason is that if I thought I had 13 chakras, I could have 13 chakras in reality. This time we think that the cosmic energy begins to circulate the whole body, beginning from first 하단전, and it goes up through the spine bone, and second reaches the crown chakra, 백회 in Korean, and this energy meets the eye chakra, 송과선 chakra. Eye chakra is situated between two eyes, and it reaches the neck chakra, 갑상선 chakra, thyroid gland chakra, and it arrives at the heart chakra, 흉산 chakra, and it continuously goes on to 태양신경종 chakra, 부신 chakra, adrenal chakra, adrenal chakra, correctly, adrenal gland chakra, and at last it reached the belly chakra, or 췌장 chakra, or pancreas chakra. It is a matter of course that this energy reaches the last point of beginning, called 하단전. This sort of the energy circulation is called 소주천, which means the energy circulation in a relatively small scale. And this fact is in the book 단의 완성, page 326. This is the 단의 완성, the completion of 단, completion of dawn. And on the other hand, chnge means literally circulating the energy in a large scale. This fact is on the page 329 of this book. And in this chnge, we practice it as we stand. We send the energy to the left arm, and the energy circulates the arm one time, and then we send the energy to the right leg. And we circulate it one time, and then we send the energy to the left leg, and lastly to the right arm. This process repeats several times. Personally, I do not practice chnge, but I do chnge, small-scale chnge, as I sit only, and in this case, I send the energy to the legs and arms too. The reason why I send energy to the legs and arms is caused by Mr. Hong Tae's explanation, in which we can send energy to any direction without regard to the flow of the energy. And this utterance is written on the page 328 of the same book, this book. I quite agree to his proposal. In other words, there is no absolute methodology concerning the energy circulation, and it can be changed in accordance with one's practice environment. Generally, when we read what the masters of the heaven tell to us concerning the mind discipline, we can understand that there is no prototypic methods, but there are several main streams. There are several main streams of the mind practice. First of all, the practitioner thinks that light is just around him or her. And second, he makes his mind pacific and talks with or feels his inner self. And third, he makes use of the mind control method and leads his subconsciousness to its transformation. And the common methods are such things as going into a crystal bar or making a UFO around him and rotating it with the speed of light and making his body and the UFO united, etc. And they do not say the method in detail, like the span of breathing time or the method of circulating the cosmic energy and something like that. In other words, the key point of what they say concerning the stream of meditation is to face the genuine oneself or the absolute existence of the universe, and all the others are the attached branches of it. Lastly, after you pray to God, all of the meditation course will be finished.